Hi, my name is Marcus, and welcome back to the channel. As you all know, I come from the humble city of Louisville, or the state of Kentucky, and our local theme park, Kentucky Kingdom, opened up a brand new roller coaster today. I'm very excited to announce that I got the opportunity to be one of the first individuals to ride it, and I wanted to come to you today to talk about it. We got to ride the Flying Fox, a family-style coaster that kind of seats you in an upward position with your feet dangling. Very, very fun coaster. For all my Disney peeps out there, if you want to take maybe Goofy Sky School and Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, if you want to put them together and kind of pretend like they had a baby, this, in my opinion, is what you get with the Flying Fox. You know, we got the first thing that afternoon when it opened up. We waited about 40 or so minutes for it. They let all the press release people ride the roller coaster first. They kind of broke down for a second, so we ended up waiting an additional 20 minutes for it. But honestly, that wasn't too big of a deal. But very, very cool that we got to experience it for sure. When it comes to my theme park roller coaster experience from Kentucky Kingdom, I think Chang will always be one of my all-time favorite experiences. If you hail from the city of Louisville, you definitely know all about that roller coaster. Takes you all the way up to the top of the sky, shoot you back down. You gotta love it, man. Oh yeah. This is definitely more of a family style coaster. You have to be 40 inches tall to ride it. My daughter Faith, she was able to handle it with grace. She's 9. So definitely if your kids have experience with roller coasters per se, then they shouldn't have an issue. Definitely, like I said, more on the style of the family roller coaster for sure. The line queuing for it was pretty cool. Theming was pretty cool. Atmosphere was cool as well. It was a bright sunny day in Louisville, Kentucky. It was about 80 degrees. So definitely getting to experience this roller coaster with the beautiful weather definitely put a smile on our faces for sure. As you're seeing the line queuing for the attraction, you notice this big wooden house going on here. Definitely reminiscent of Goofy's Sky School. It's like you're starting out in a propeller plane, you're flying out of that, kind of like you're busting out of it, and then you're flying around within the plane, and then you're twirling around in a circle a couple of times, and then it shoots you down an incline, and then you're going back up, and then kind of twirls you around, giving you like a high line look at the city of Louisville. You can kind of see all the way into downtown, honestly, from the top of the coaster. So that's really cool. As you see, the lime green action of the actual coaster railing itself definitely reminds me of the Incredible Hulk coaster from Universal Studios. Now, is the Flying Fox as intense as the Incredible Hulk coaster from Universal Studios? Absolutely not. But did I have fun with the Flying Fox? Yeah, I did, man. Just saying, I know I keep comparing Disney Universal to my own local theme park, but hey, man, listen, it's only so often that I get to talk about Kentucky Kingdom, so whenever I get to talk about my own personal city, hey, man, listen, it puts a smile on my face, for sure. I'm a country boy at heart, so, what can I say? Whenever I get to talk about the hometown, definitely is pretty cool. Now, I will say for all my bigger peeps out there, I'm about 6'2", 254-ish pounds. Now, I fit in there pretty comfortably, but I could definitely tell if I was any bigger than what I actually am right now, it may have been a bit uncomfortable. So keep that in mind. If you're more on the plus size, you definitely going to want to try out the test seats to make sure you fit on the attraction comfortably. So, and to avoid the embarrassment of waiting in the line and then getting all the way up to the line queuing when you're about to get on the ride, and you get on the ride and you can't fit and you have to have somebody tell you got to get off. You don't want that drama. So make sure you test out with the test seat that they have available there so that you can avoid those problems. But other than that, though, like I said, it's definitely truly a fun experience for sure. And then in this next clip here, you kind of show you the ride vehicle here. It's orange and green. As you can see, Faith is ready to go. We've been waiting. Feels like a lifetime. Honestly, it was only about 40 minutes. It's not bad, especially when you can start comparing to Disney and Universal time. So I guess it's something that we're technically kind of used to anyways. So right up our alley. But as you can see, it's 2 seats per kind of ride vehicle there. So you're definitely not claustrophobic or, too close to 3 other people within the ride vehicle, I can definitely appreciate that for sure. Like I said, as you can see, that your legs are definitely dangling, and it's a harness that you pull over top of yourself to get yourself secured, and then it's a strap there, a seatbelt strap that you plug in there. So super cool, man. It was just a fun experience, man, ultimately overall. Also, shout out to all the Kentucky Kingdom attendants and cast members per se. They were very attentive to make sure that we were all secured and buckled safely to, ensure that we all were able to enjoy our roller coaster experiences very safely. They were very energetic. It could have been because all of the big wigs were there, press media was there. Not including myself. Didn't nobody know who was there watching. I'm sure they don't even know who I am, but that's fine. But they definitely had on their A games when it came to just their customer service, so on and so forth as well. To shout out to them for, bringing forth their A game in that warm summer day in Louisville, Kentucky on our first experience on the Flying Fox as well. So as you'll see on this ride footage here, I chose not to film the actual ride itself for kind of copyright infringement. When these brand new rides opens up, they kind of have their panties in a bunch when it comes to, copyright. So I chose to just use the official footage from Kentucky Kingdom. This is the official, not my own personal ride footage. This is the official Kentucky Kingdom that I'm just using for your viewing pleasure to kind of get an on-site look at what the roller coaster actually looks like. So hopefully you can appreciate that. You do have the freedom to film the ride yourself, and if you have the freedom with your phone camera or your handle, your Gimbal camera, whatever, do you. But personally, I just chose to do it this way because I wanted you to get a experience of the feeling of the experience more so than the ride experience. This is kind of like a promotion for the ride itself, because you need to go to the theme park, you need to go and experience it for yourself and not just, watch it from my perspective. If you're here, thank you, I love you, but hey, you need to get yourself to Kentucky Kingdom, especially if you live in Louisville, and then go and experience the ride for yourself. And with that, it's time we start closing out here, man. So closing thoughts. Very fun family coaster. Is it the most intense coaster I've ever done in my life, even at Kentucky Kingdom? Absolutely not. Is it a great introductory coaster for your kiddos, like maybe your second and third graders that are kind of nervous about coasters? They don't know that they want to interact with them there. This is a great starter coaster to kind of, wet their whistles to get them introduced to theme park roller coaster attractions. So keep that in mind if you ever decide to, if you're a tourist on visiting Louisville, Kentucky, you want to visit Kentucky Kingdom, it's a great introductory ride to your children for sure. So with that, we'll end it there, man. So if you enjoyed my take on it, you know what to do. Hit that like button. If you want to see more content just like this, of course, you should know by now that I cover the Walt Disney World theme parks, Universal theme parks, so on and so forth. I take my family 34 times a year. You can get subscribed. You can follow me at youtube.com/markjack79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, my friends, thank you guys for the years of support, truly. And I will see y'all on the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.